Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. So, what you don't know, or maybe you're not conscious enough about, is that there are two levels of trials and tribulations. Your God, in your qadr, in your destiny, prescribed for you two different levels of experiencing challenges in life. And those challenges, they bring you up very closely to what? To opportunity, to new ways of adaptation to life, but also to new ways of self-experiencing and self-reformation. Uh, each and every ibtila, trials and tribulation, is going to bring about new possibilities, will bring about from you new versions of you almost. You will get surprised by how much you can take on, how much you can bear, how long you can carry on with this trial and tribulation. Yet, if you're not careful enough, if you don't educate, spiritually educate yourself, you will make mistakes. If you don't understand the traps of ibtila and the level of spirituality, you will connect with your fate and with your fitra on the pathology level. So, in other words, if you going through challenging times in your life and you feel depressed, hopeless, unworthy, almost like you lost a sense and guidance and compass in life, then you're not doing it right. You're not growing. You're not letting ibtila polish you, enhance you, let you flourish. Ibtila trials are not only external, they also happen within us, inside of us, sometimes to the point when we are test against ourselves because we sabotage ourselves from the growth, right? And that's exactly what's going to happen on these beautiful 5 days, Islamically inspired online experience of from trials to tranquility. I wrote a 5-step program through spiritual resilience. Because if you feel weakened, or if you feel that you're not getting everything that you should from your prayers, if you feel that you are somehow empty, somehow dry in relationship with yourself, almost detached from yourself, and you don't feel the inner motivation and you lost that inner drive to create, to contribute, to feel ambitious, to feel motivated, inspired, then definitely you're not doing neither your religion, neither your spirituality a favor. Those stagnations in us, they happen for the reason. And there is a really simplistic way of putting it together, understanding it together, and we can call it self-esteem or your own identity. Simple as that. Because if you feel that you're unworthy, then you're going to be scared of your God. And maybe even you give up on your God, give up on yourself, give up on your Lord. And if that happens, then you will most likely be experienced as a person with depression. You might even think that you were depressed. You will isolate yourself from others. Um, or you might feel because you have that low self-esteem that you need to prove yourself, that you need to earn this love from God, this external validation, that spiritual validation will come with attacks because you will work hard. You will invite perfectionism. You will invite black and white way of thinking and way of seeing religion. So your rituals in Islam, they will become a chore. And the underlying yeah will be flourishing from anxiety, feeling overwhelmed, feeling guilty. There is no joy in spirituality if you are fueled by negativity. And in effect, it will turn into what we call religious OCD. So it's not only wudu, it's not only prayers, remaking the prayers all the time, but it's also adding to your plate something outside of the thought, something that you know deep down on yourself, in yourself, that it is actually burdening you, that it is actually troubling you, it is actually too much, yet in your mind you will create a narrative that this is the only way, that at least this is what I'm doing, right? At least this is how he's going to accept me. I'm going to end my Jannat. But there's no compulsion in religion. This religion is a religion of golden middles, and you need to find your golden middle. And sometimes this black and white thinking, that low self-esteem, will make us projectors on relationship with others. And because we feel so bad about ourselves, we will fall into diseases of the heart, malice, vanity, arrogance, envy, backbiting, comparing ourselves to others. These are really serious things. It can grow into self-righteousness. Please don't lie to yourself that you have intimate, genuine, authentic relationships if you think that you're always right. If you know that you are the Islam, that you know the religion and nobody else. Mm-mm. That is not mizan, that is not balance that has been prescribed for you. And because you feel so weak inside, that self-esteem, that inner dialogue will tell you that, there's no hope. You feel hopeless. The only thing you got is the rope of Quran, and you're holding on to the rope of Quran. There's nothing wrong with it. But if that is you escaping into prayers, escaping into fasting, escaping from this world into sadaqah, because sadaqah is not only smile, uh, financial contribution. Sadaqah, it could be traveling to support other undernourished and underdeveloped countries. But if you're traveling from your reality to another person's reality, that might be escapism. That also could be spiritual bypassing, avoiding your emotional issues. Could be classed as a pathology in spirituality. And finally, you might get to the point where it makes no sense. It just doesn't feel worth it. And you will crave for the connection. You will crave for almost a spiritual reunion with a human, and you will find it. And you will find it because we all rubbing shoulders with our soulmates. And then you might confuse it with your commitment, because not every soulmate needs to be your intimate relationship. Sometimes we are in relationships where the spiritual connection is less than the functionality of this relationship. Yet functionality of this relationship is exactly what you need to feel creative, inspired, and spiritual. So escaping from your self-esteem can lead you to all those traps and more. If you feel that nothing and no one can do anything for you, can sparkle anything inside of you, and you isolate yourself from others, and you become estranged from your roles, from your close ones, even from yourself, definitely from your religion, that is slippery slope. But if you hold yourself there, if you stop in the middle, and if you realize that those experiences of, oh my gosh, this is not enough. Is this it? This is it? There's nothing more to it. I can't chase any more of this dopamine effect. I can't chase more of happiness. I have to settle for contentment. I have to settle for patience. I have to settle for gratitude. There's nothing more. The answer is yes, there's nothing more. Dunya is really flat. And congratulations to you. You just experienced Ghuraba effect. You just detach yourself from this dunya. You just realize what is the nature of this reality. You see, if you don't know this, if you don't know how to measure yourself, if you don't know the consequences, if you don't know the symptoms, you will not only find ibtila, trials and tribulation, challenges in your life difficult, you will find difficult that defense mechanism that's going on inside of you. And I don't want it to happen for you. I really don't. In fact, I see it in my practice on a daily basis. In fact, I have these talks for years now, and I want to invite you to this beautiful program when you can see what I've seen, when you can try what worked for others, and when you have guaranteed that it's not wishy-washy, but it's actually tayyib, halal, uniquely proven, and sound. I hope to see you there. We're starting on the 3rd of June, not very far from here, only 7 days. I see you there. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.